guys, meet you on to the Max here, and today I'm here with Savage.
Hey.
And today we are going to be discussing, predictions for the next Banlist in April. Or May, depends how long it takes. It's never one time, really.
No.
So we'll start off with cards on the ban list that don't really need to be there anymore. So let's start off with Destiny Hero Disc Commander.
Oh, once the reprint's been released.
But still, that could come off as long as people remember the new text, since the effect is. Let's have a read of the old text. When this card is special summoned from the graveyard, draw 2 cards. Thing is, now that's been re-arted to a once per duel effect, I believe. Once per duel?
Yeah.
To once per duel, so it'll probably come back as 1 anyway. Even then, people only use it at 1 really. Kind of like Magneto. That's a once per duel card.
Yeah.
You only need it at 1 anyway. There isn't many other monsters really that needs to come back from the main deck.
No.
Extra though.
Not from the burn cards.
Construct can come back to 1.
Yep.
It's perfectly fine at the moment. Like they brought El Shadow Fusion back up to a reasonable number, didn't they?
Yep.
So now, like, honestly, Construct can come back. It won't really phase the game. Spells. I don't think there's really much spells on the list that can come back.
Well, Premature Burial.
Premature Burial.
It's basically a Monster Reborn, but it's 800 life points and it's an equipped card.
Yeah. Actually, fair. Well, I'm surprised, really. Like, they did bring a Monster Reborn in the next one. Like, this card can come back, Premature Burial. It pay 100 life, target a monster it equips to it, and that card's destroyed. This card's destroy the monster?
Yes.
When this card is destroy the equip. Yeah, so it's like a Call of the Haunted, pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't see why that. Yeah, that has no reason to be banned. Not anymore.
Especially since they've reworded one of the. Trying to remember which one it is. Is it Gungnir or the other one? I can't remember. Just check.
Are you talking about the Bionic? No, not Bionic. Are you talking about the one discard number of hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it used to be able to bounce it back to your hand, and you wouldn't care.
Yeah. That was once per turn. This nowadays.
Rio now targets your opponent's stuff.
Yeah, it's like. Still, no, it wasn't a big It wasn't a big thing, really.
Yeah. Nothing else really can come back.
No, nothing on this ban list can't come back. Like limited cards. I don't actually. For a monster lineup, I can't really see one that could come back, really. I think they're all fine at 1.
Yeah.
The Gushki rituals, though, I can't see why they're still on here.
Because there's Evergeshki Mind August. Maybe the pronouncement. It's shuffle 5 back into the deck. There's a lot of cards out there already that shuffle cards back into the deck.
Well, it doesn't draw cards, so like Jar of Avarice is the same thing.
Yeah.
Like It shuffles 5 cards you draw, and that doesn't draw one, and it's a monster.
And it requires a level. Well, the cost is 6, and it requires the ritual card to go off as well.
What's the other one?
It's higher cost than Avarice. The other one is Ebegishki Gust Kraken. When this card is ritual summoned, look at up to 2 random cards in your opponent's hand, then shuffle one of them into the deck. There's 2 random cards, so the likelihood of you hitting something that is...
It shuffles one of them into the deck, right?
Yeah.
So your opponent just looks at which one. But it doesn't let your opponent know what's in your hand. Technically. He knows you have 1 card.
He'll see
back
2.
into the deck.
But one will go right.
I don't know, maybe there's a reason why that one was still...
Maybe. I guess so. I mean, if you use that card that I use as super secret attack.
What card do you have that?
That one that came in the recent set.
What?
Legendary Collection Kyber.
What tick did you get from there?
Do you remember? I had it prior to that as a one-off.
Card of Ice?
No. I originally had it as a one-off in my side.
Oh, you talk about Lullaby.
Yes. I guess that works with Lullaby of Obedience. I mean, if you happen to see their boss monster, you can shuffle that back into the deck and then, like, Lullaby it out.
I don't know. Spells. Let's go into limited spells. Book of Moon. Book of Moon can honestly just come back, at least, to a higher number.
Yeah.
Like, the game's too fast right now. They need to bring cards out that can at least slow it down a bit, like Book of Moon. Book of Moon can slow down the game.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
What about Divine Wind of Mist Valley?
When monster you control returns to the hand during the damage step, you can special one level 4 roll when monster.
Set during
What
the
wind attributes are around at the moment? What's been
nothing that really bounces back to the hand.
If anything, the only thing that's been going on is that lyrical fusion. That's it. People have been using that for OTKs, FTKs. I know that, but
Yeah, but it doesn't bounce itself back to the hand.
that's the only wind master people are really using though.
Yeah.
I can't think of. I don't know. Maybe it can come to the semi.
Maybe. Now let's talk about Gateway.
Gateway.
Will that ever come off from what?
That will stay at 1 for a long time. That's not going to be coming to 2 anytime soon. That's all I'm saying about Gateway of 6.
Yeah. I agree.
1 Day of Peace is one we were talking yesterday. That card can come to 2.
I mean,
it slows the game down a bit. Each player draws a card.
It doesn't really change the outcome of a game.
Just gives you 1 turn to stall if you can.
Yeah.
Each player gets 1 turn. You're practically drawing. Both players are practically drawing 2.
Unless they bring out some more Exodia cards, I don't see it getting played.
No, I don't think Exodia is getting anything. I think that's it for the spells. Traps. Compulsor, yes. It's kind of like the same thing for Book of Moon, kind of.
They kind of brought back some of the main traps that they used to. I mean, with Bonds at 3, it's kind of...
Same with TT. You have to actually be worried about the back row now. It's such a back row heavy format.
Yeah. Well, it's either back row or hand traps. And they've recently brought out a card to deal with the hand traps. So...
Is that the one in the graveyard they can't use it for, is that? It's in the special edition of Extreme Force, right? The spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess it could come back, but I wouldn't say 3 because
At least semi,
it is
perhaps.
still a strong card.
Like, people don't really use Decode anymore. When it first came out, it was a generic Link 3. Now there are other better Links out there than Decode Talker, technically, so Decode Talker doesn't see much play. What's up to at the moment? Not really a lot. It's not really anything that needs to come off of.
I mean,
Burial. I don't know.
because it doesn't affect the Heart of Desires. Because it target up to 3 banished monsters.
Yeah.
And because it specifies monsters,
I guess I can come
they
into
need to be faced
3.
back.
Because almost every deck's using at least 2 Part of Desires, so.
Yeah, and it doesn't make a difference to Heart of Desire.
No.
What about Wind Up Magician?
Wind Up Magician. Oh no, they are getting at one point we are getting a link.
Yeah, that's a good point.
For the wind ups.
We are indeed getting a link.
May not be soon, but there's still one coming out.
I actually think it's next set.
Is it next set?
Yeah.
Huh? That's a month away.
Yeah. So that's probably not going to come off then. Unless the high part. That'd be all it would be used for. And that's all the stuff on the ban list that we can see that can come off or can change.
Okay,
Talking about stuff.
Let's
To go on.
Let's finally talk about some cards that deserve to at least be on the ban list in a certain way. Like, yeah, in the Wednesday's video, I'll leave a link in the description to that, I talked about multiple cards. One being Astrograph Sorcerer, I think I pronounced that right. Astrograph Sorcerer. I know people online have been saying that they should hit like Electromite, but Electromite's not the problem. The card that searches the card isn't the problem. It's the card. No, it's not the monster that searches the card. It's the monster that gets added to the hand.
Yeah, I assume banning Astrograph outright.
Because even limited Magician Pendulum players can still do their loops with one Astrograph.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a difference. Banning the card will. I just want the game to be slowed down, really. I just want it to be slowed down a little bit so other decks can see plays.
They didn't hit Pendulum Magician hard enough for it to be slowed down.
They limited Iris Magician?
They banned Iris Magician.
Banned Iris Magician, okay. What did they limit then from that? I know they limit something from that.
They limited.
What was it? No, it's just banned.
Yeah, there was 2. 2 banned cards were Form Pal Skull Crobat Joker.
Oh yeah, Joker's gone.
And it still hasn't made a dent.
No.
Because as soon as they make that pendulum guy,
I'm gonna sneeze.
it gets them into the place. But without Astrograph Sorcerer, they still got something. But they're not gonna just stomp around on anything that comes out. So I see Astrograph getting banned, but Electromite, no.
Electromite's fine. It's a search.
It's not just helping Pendulum Magician, it's helping a lot of Pendulum
It's
decks.
helping Roger Pendulum decks, like it's Sephra and all that. Yesterday I also talked about like Disc Commander. We've already discussed about that on the list.
Yeah.
Me and Savage have different opinions on Masterpiece. I think it should at least be on the ban list in some type of way. Savage believes that Diagram should be on the list.
Leave your comments on which one should be on the list.
Or should both of them be on the list in some ways?
Yeah.
My personal opinion, if they limit the Masterpiece, most players won't use it. because they prefer to run 2 just in case they use Power Desires. And
my opinion
Diagram?
is Diagram searches out so much and procs so much that I don't think they would care about Masterpiece, because from what I've seen, most Draco players don't care about Masterpiece. They care about the Diagram. So if they limit Diagram or semi-limit it, it could slow the deck down. Whereas Masterpiece, it's just affecting other decks. It's making decks more stronger. So I don't feel like Masterpiece is going to get hit.
I honestly think Masterpiece has time. Like Dryden and Brothel, they have their time. I think it's Masterpiece time to be on the list.
Well, leave your comments and we'll see.
Team DJ or Team Savage?
Yeah.
Well, this channel is just Team Unity at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just Team Unity.
Pretty much.
Tell me if I should... a little vote down in the comments. If you want this to become Team Unity, then go ahead. Then I'll officially change the name, but we'll still be here. We ain't going anywhere. What else did I discuss yesterday? Dino cards. I discussed about Giant Rex. Bit out of the blue, but...
Giant Rex can't be limited.
No, I'm not
Doesn't
saying
make a
limited.
difference.
Like, on the list in some way, like semi. I don't say limit or ban the card. It is a good card for like Dino
unless it
decks.
got banned.
Like possibly semi, just
But
in
the
case.
main card that's affecting dinos is Oviraptor.
Overraptor. You said
It's
that
getting
yesterday.
It's getting them into their plays. One monster can set up a Ultra Evolution pill by sending the over text from your deck to the graveyard, because he can do that. He can also add you a guy to hand to help you with your plays. I don't see him getting banned. I see him getting either limited or semi-limited. Whereas the Giant Rex, it's either going to be banned or just not go on the list at all, because it doesn't matter. Because for as long as Overtext is there, not
I
Overtext,
still think
Oviraptor
should.
is there, it'll just foolish it straight from deck, and then they can ban shit anyway.
I still think it should be on the list in one type of way or another, either semi limited. Just can't see it being banned really.
Thing is, if snow wasn't a thing, Giant Rex wouldn't be such a big thing.
Oh, snow! Wasn't that the first fairy tale to come out?
I believe
Because
so.
it was snow.
Sleep?
I thought it was Cinder. I thought it was like the Cinderella one.
That's the
I
one.
thought it was Rella.
Well, and
Snow,
then
Rella.
I know it's the crap one that came second, and
No. That was 4. Oh, Sleeper, yeah.
Snow.
I think it was Snow, Rella, Sleeper, and Luna. It's been a while though. Because I remember
Can't
I
see which one
pulled
it
2
is.
of them during the sneak. I
Yeah.
was able to use the effects. I don't know, sometimes the Banlist can do a fucking 800-degree turn.
I mean, if they limit this fairy tale snow, it wouldn't be such a big problem.
Just because there are so many cards that can just get into the bin.
Yeah.
And once it's in the bin, you then have to be cautious, because they can either flip a play you're about to do,
No, fairy
flip
tale
your
snow.
monster face down and do stuff. Plus they get a monster for it, by
Fair.
banishing 7 cards.
Fairy tale snow basically makes you like be able to go, no, you're not going into that link monster that I know you're going into, because your guy's down face down. Good job.
Unless your opponent's running a link that can use flip monsters. well, a flip monster or fucking a face down monster or something.
You can't. It actually got discussed. The card that says face set card is the monster still has to be face up because it
Like,
was
honestly,
originally
what's the
set.
point of that word of text?
No, it's silly, but
That just makes the card irrelevant and useless.
Yeah.
No one would run it.
which is why people aren't.
Then why is it an ultra?
I have no idea.
It's a bad card then if you can't use it. If you can't use a set guy for it.
Remember Fuse Line?
What's
That was a secret.
Fuse
That was the bombest secret of that set.
Christ.
And when that thing first came out,
I'm sorry, there was a lot
£3.
more bad cards. Like, there was also a lot of bad cards in Code. Because they just mashed a load of shit in it.
Fair.
I also talked about Scapegoat, didn't I?
Yeah.
Scapegoat, do you think that's gonna, like...
I don't think it'll hit the ban list straight onto the ban side of things. I see it going to either one, maybe two.
If I remember, I didn't discuss it to be banned. I discussed it to be either semi or limited because of the fact you can activate during your opponent's end.
Yeah.
Get your tokens, draw a card, go into... Like, I use, as an example, Mrs. Radiant, Proxy Dragon, go into a Link 4.
Thing as well, multiple copies of Scapegoat. Scapegoat's pretty irrelevant. So it'll fall off if they do that.
It's a one card Link 4, pretty much. Like, you can make, like, Skull Dread with it.
You can make Firewall, and you could probably get away with
Overload.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could. Just requires a Mrs. Radiant and 2 spiders. You can make it.
Yeah. Link Karibo that was coming out. Gonna get
I
prints.
actually know when that's coming out. Because it's coming out in the structure deck.
Yeah. Well, we can talk about that another day.
And that structure deck comes out on the 27th of July. No, 13th. My bad.
Of July. Is that Pepe in the back garden?
Yes, it is.
Ha! I can't remember if I discussed anything else.
I don't think you did.
That was only like an 8-minute video, to be fair.
Moving on to another card that I think will get onto the list eventually. Otherus Scorpio, the Predaplant card.
Oh, your Predaplant guy. Yeah, kind of a
Sadly.
shock that was hit on the OCG ban list. He's fearing that it will be limited in R format in the TCG. Oh no, like...
If it does, expect a new Predaplant build.
Like, other than Predaplants, like, it's been used in the...
It's used for the Gem Knight thing.
Yeah, and
That's
like,
it.
Light Swords pretty much mainly. Unless you want to build a pure, like, Gem Knight with that engine in it, but... It's mainly been any version of Light Swarm, Dino, Light Swarm, Zombie, Light Swarm ABC, or if you're doing what like Herb's doing, Light Swarm Dole Dino.
You just brought up the deck that I hate the most. ABCs. Bostra Drake is dumb. They need to limit that shit right there.
If they did, they would have done it ages ago.
Oh, they need to do it now.
Oh god, I think we'll sleep.
Because Buster Drake, or whatever it's called, is dumb.
I just really think the game needs to be slowed down. Is that your magic card right there?
Yeah.
Big boss dragon. Next to Totodile.
Yeah.
God's sake.
In front of Baby Groot.
Baby Groot. Christ. I don't think there's much else to say. Dragon Buster. There we go. Not Buster Drake.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the other decks that are stomping around right now.
Oh, at the moment it's Magician Pendulum,
Which we talked about.
Masterpiece Draco,
Which we talked about.
Trick Stars.
Trick Stars.
Sure, where we can.
Do we think that Reincarnation or the Field Spell will get limited?
I don't know. They may be on the ban list of some fort or another, in some case.
Yeah.
Just because of the whole Reincarnation draw and lockbird,
Yeah.
which can be a big issue for you.
And they're not going to get rid of Draw and Lock.
No, too generic. Just
Yeah.
a hand trap. They've never touched a hand trap really in this. Like, they haven't
They
touched
touched Maxi.
Ghost. They haven't touched. I'm talking about the Ghost Girls mainly and Draw and Lock, but they had more influence than Maxi really. Sure,
Mm.
Maxi had a lot of. Like, you have to think if you want to summon any guys and let them draw a card, but Draw and Lock and the Ghost Girls have more power. Because they can stop you doing whatever the hell you actually want to do.
Yep.
If anything, you activate Maxi, they pass turn. They can stop you doing a play and make you use more resources. Which is always a good thing for me. When I think about the game, just making them use more of their resources is good.
Yeah.
Because it just means they have less cards to do it again if you do the same thing.
That's fair.
What else? What were we talking about? Yeah, the trick stars. Yeah. In some case, they probably may. I also know that Invoke is around.
The only thing that they could hit out of that is Mechaba. Because if you hit anything else, it just doesn't make it a deck anymore.
Yeah. Like APC, dinosaurs. I think that's it really.
So I've literally covered everything, I believe.
I probably missed out a certain deck. I can't remember. That's left since then. And I've just come back from college. So yeah, leave down comment down if your opinion on what cards you think will be on the ban list, what we should do on this channel, pretty much. Yeah, anything else to say, Savage?
If you've got any decks that you'd like to see ideas for, like, I noticed that there hasn't been many Dark World decks out there, and in the latest format. So, anything that you'd like to see, just give us a holler.
I'm sure once all the cards for Dragoon comes out, one of us is going to build the deck, because the cards seem pretty cool. At least, like, the level 10 guy was kind of a shock.
Yeah.
But then we saw that level 2 that become a level 4 for a single material.
They also get a trap.
Yeah, I've seen that trap. I saw it yesterday morning.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. What's all this? That's a discussion for another day, pretty much. If we want to talk more about Dragoonies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably be the one building it.
Yeah.
I'm halfway now. I'm just getting the extra.
So yeah, that's been our Banlist prediction discussion. If you guys have any thoughts, then leave a comment. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.
Yeah.